Yes, Santa, I know I've been bad, but I need your help. It's that beaver again. He's back in my house, and he got a buddy from Australia, and they got all my Christmas tree cakes. Let me call you back. This won't stand. Those are mine. So why don't you take your little buddy and eggnog on out of here? Jeez. Hi guys. As promised in the recent video I did building the Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie house, I said I was going to build the Oreo one and the Hershey Kisses one. And, well, here we are to do this. I'm so happy you guys are here for the video, and I'm really happy you guys can join me today. And, well, if you have either one of these or a similar gingerbread house, go ahead and build it, and let's have some fun together. Anyway, if you remember, a while back, I bought these at Five Below when I did a Christmas video there. I was on the fence about which one I wanted to buy more, so I said for $5, actually I think they were $4 a piece, I bought both of them. Why not? So, as we did with the Chips Ahoy one, these go together exactly the same. The instructions on the back are practically identical. So, instead of talking about how we build them, we're just going to go ahead and do it, especially since we're building two of them. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. I got my pair of scissors here for the icing, and thanks to somebody that commented on the last video, whenever the icing bag gets a hole in it like that, just clean the edges and a piece of tape works wonders. So thank you, I appreciate that. But anyway, let's dig in. Which one do we want to do first? I think we'll do the Oreo one first. Why not? So we'll just go ahead and pop open the box here. Everything is right in this little box. Put this here. We have our little mini Oreo cookies. Put that aside there. We have a little bag of icing here, this white icing, which we definitely want to soften up, especially after that last video that we did, where I was struggling with the icing, whether it was the blue icing or the chocolate icing. I'm going to need a knife, too, to spread this across the roof. Then, just like in the other video, we have candies. That one we had lights. This one we have Christmas ornaments. They're red, green, and white. And then we have the same little sequins here, or I guess, what would you say? Sprinkles with snowflakes, Christmas trees, and they give you a ton. And given what we have to work with, we're just going to do the best we can. Doesn't have to be perfect. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And look how tiny the house is in here. Oh, this is so cool. We don't have a little tray now in this one to assemble it in. We just kind of have to do it as we go along. So, fortunately, that won't be that big of a deal. We just open up the bag here. Oreo cookies. And these ones are together, so we'll have to break them apart as such. They just snap right apart. That was easy. Just as such. Repeat. So these are our roof pieces here. We'll put those off to the side. This is the front of the house and the rear. They're both exactly the same though. And then you have the sides. And we'll need this white icing to go ahead. We have to cut it open so we can put the icing along the edges to put the sides together to hold the house together. Really just gonna soften this up some. For being in the house now for a couple of weeks, this is actually quite cool to the touch. So definitely want to warm it up and soften it up because we struggled in that Chips Ahoy video. And we don't want to do that tonight. I want to have some fun instead of struggling the whole time. These are so adorable though too. They're so small. And as you saw in the other video, if you watched it, I thought that one was going to be a lot larger, but it wasn't. But that's okay. It was fun to snack on. And my mom, brother, and I, yeah, let's just say it was very tasty. Anyway, let's get started. All right. So we'll try and get the icing away from the corner that we want to cut as much as possible. Just cut just a little snippet, just like that. Don't want to make the opening too large, because then you'll have icing go everywhere, and that's no fun. So now I'm going to take the one side of the house, put it face down, and I want to put just a bead of icing right along the edge here. Might have to get a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. And that actually spread on there very well. I didn't struggle with this one. Okay. Now we want to repeat on the other side, on the other piece. This icing is spreading very well, considering we were struggling like crazy in that last video. But that's okay, it provided for some pretty fun laughs in my opinion. So we just have to do that, and then we want to press the sides together. Simple enough. Guess it doesn't really matter which side you put it on. We'll go ahead and put the side that we split the house open from on the bottom. It's so small, I love it. Bite size. It's my bite size house. Okay, just like that, we have that tiny little house. Now, we can do the roof pieces here by putting a bead of icing across the upper edges of the house, and then we want to put one across the cookies themselves. But from the last video, I think what I want to do, I'm going to put the beads across the top of the house here, but before I put the roof pieces on, any icing that I want to kind of cover the rooftop with, I'm going to do that before I put it on there just to make it easier. So we'll go ahead and put a little bead of icing on each side of the roof as such. Boy, this one's working out so much better. This house is adorable, as small as it is. There we are. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and just put some icing right on the rooftop here. And then I have a butter knife, like last time, that I'm going to just kind of cover this with. And this icing's a lot softer, because I really worked that out on there too to make it as soft as possible so it can adhere better, and so we're not fighting it so much as well. Okay. And it's not going to be perfect. It's never what it looks like on the box, but we just do the best we can here. Now me, I kind of want to do this in the same pattern here. I feel like Bob Ross in a way. I kind of want to keep spreading the icing on here in the same direction to kind of give it the feel of snow just drifting in the wind across the rooftop there, instead of just going all over. But I mean, you can do it any way you like. There's no right or wrong way. It's supposed to be fun. And as we learned from last time, they don't give you a whole lot of icing, so we just got to do the best we can with what we have here. But I feel like we'll be all right here. Okay, got a little bit more on here. Well, the paper towel idea wasn't so hot. But that's all right, neither am I. Okay. And we can even touch that up a little bit once we get that on the house itself. Now I gotta repeat the process with the other side. So let's go ahead and do that. I wanna work some of this icing towards the bag, the opening of the bag. This seems to be so much easier. It's going a lot faster than the last video was. What was the last video? Nearly 50 minutes long. And that was what you guys saw. That wasn't including what I had to cut out of there because I struggled so much. So we'll just go ahead and put some icing like that right across. Like that. We have a bunch left on here too, which is great. Again, I kind of want to go in the same sweeping pattern here, back and forth, to give it the appearance of fresh fallen snow drifting in the wind. And you can put as little or as much as you like. There's no right amount, there's no wrong amount. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Scrape a little bit off of here too. We'll just kind of go ahead and work that on there as well. There we go. Now I can go ahead and put the two sections of the roof together on the house itself as such. And they'll just stick right together with the icing. Maybe. Very tasty. And since this is my own cookie house and nobody else is going to be helping me eat this little guy, it's okay to do that. Make sure you wash your hands. And I did right before I built this thing. Very good. Anyway, now I want to get some icing right across the top of the roof here to give it that seam. So let's go ahead and do it. Boy, that icing is very tasty. Really like that a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a nice big bead right across the top there. Bam. Done. Now, I have a lot more icing in here now too to decorate these windows, and obviously on the box they make it look like it's absolutely perfect, which we'll never get it to look that good. We're just going to face the facts now. But I try. They make it look so cozy on here, and I could only dream of doing something that fun. But I am going to put some right along the outer edge of the roof as such. Okay. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to put some of these Christmas ornaments along that edge there. And we have plenty of icing this time. Kind of went a little overboard with the other house, but that's okay. We learned the hard way. And it was still fun. I had no complaints. Except for the struggle of putting the icing on. But it was still fun. Now, I am going to go ahead and try and do the windows while I have it, and then I can do the decorating all at once there. So let's just go ahead and do that. A little bit too much icing there, buddy. I like how they make it look so perfect on the package. But I am trying my best. And for $4, I mean, we're not expecting a Cadillac out of this thing. It's going to be a little house that I'm going to eat here very soon. Probably as soon as I cut the camera. Okay, so we got that. Now I do want to take the knife and kind of put it on this door a little bit better. That is one riggedy raggedy door. At least the icing is spreading better than it did in the last video. Oh, got more icing on me. I'm going to try and do this window here. Well, I tried. It looks like it's melting. I'm trying. And this time I might actually have enough icing for the back. It's unbelievable, because last time I was out of icing before I even got started. Because they gave you like the same size bag. Now the chocolate icing, we got a heck of a lot more with in that other package. This one, they just give you the one pouch and that is it. So, really just got to do what you can with what you got. Now we're starting to struggle a little bit with this icing. And I said it just like Don Vito. I got icing in my eyelids. A lot of you kids might not know about the good old days of Viva La Bam and Don Vito. I grew up watching that show. I love it. And I've been wanting to say icing since I started the other video. So here we go. Hope you're getting some good laughs. This is one time I'm actually having fun and not suffering from putting horrible tasting things in my mouth and body. So, got a good amount of icing on here. About as good as we're going to get it. Such a cute little house. And now, I do want to put the Oreos on here, so now we're going to go ahead and do that as such. And in here, they have them where the Oreos are cut in half. I will guarantee you none of them are cut in half in this bag. So, we'll just make do with what we have. Look at how tiny they are, little bite-sized. Gonna go ahead and put one right here. Put one right there. Put one right there. And just kind of press them on the roof as is. Now see, I'm just doing it the way I want to do it this time instead of how the package shows. I tried that in the last video and it didn't work out so well. This is fun though. I don't know how they expect you to get that many cookies on here though. On this tiny little rooftop. There's a lot of cookies on there. Now, I'm going to take these ornaments. We have all these extra cookies, which I'll probably just... What's that over there? Alrighty. Put some of these right here on this tray as they all roll away. And now, if I can pick them up, you put them right here in the icing, right on the side of the roof here. Fingers are going to be a little messy from this one. But that's okay. Having a good time doing this, having some fun, and having this fun experience with you guys. And I'm not putting these in any particular order. I'm just trying to get them on the side of the roof here and show you how it looks. It's fun. Wow, hard to do too. I'm trying to do this time so you can see me actually putting them on here instead of putting them on this side where you can't. I appreciate my furnace not being on that long so my heating bill isn't that high. And keep in mind, it's quite comfy in here. It's quite warm. It's been a mild winter so far. A year ago, the couple of days around Christmas, it was about 5 degrees for the high. It was very, very cold. And this Christmas, we were outside in t-shirts. That's just how it goes sometimes. Wouldn't be the first time we had a warm Christmas. Had one many years ago at my aunt and uncle's old house. before they moved, where we were outside on the patio on Christmas Eve, just to get pummeled by a snowstorm later that night. Fortunately, everybody was already home and safe and sound. There, look at that. I think that's kind of fun. Now, I do have wow, that icing just kind of runs on there. That's okay. These little things just go all over. This is a fun time. Get a few more of these. All trying to run away. All right, not too bad. I think now what I want to do is go for the little, I keep wanting to call them like funfetti, but they're sprinkles, technically. Just gonna go ahead and cut that. Now we will just go ahead and pour some right here on my cookie sheet. Love this cookie sheet, by the way. This thing has come in handy big time already. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put some miscellaneously all over the rooftop. No particular order. Just wherever I feel like it. While Larry gets all charged up going after his sister. Seems they get excited when I do these gingerbread house videos. Larry wanted to be a big help in the last one. He's a good kitty. He has a strange meow, but he is a good kitty. He's afraid of his own shadow, but that's not his fault. I credit that for what he'd been through. Only God knows, and he knows what he's been through prior to me having him. You see, my coworker and I found him in a very, very cold January night, shortly after New Year's in 2018. It was like 9 degrees outside. He was barely clinging to life, and my coworker took him into the shop and kept him in a closet, a safe closet with a space heater, litter, food, and everything. And once he started warming up and eating, he started bouncing up. He was very malnourished. He was in bad shape, and there's no doubt in my mind, had we not found him, he wouldn't have survived the night, because it was very, very brutally cold that night. And he couldn't keep him at the shop, obviously. And at the time, I had been living at my mom's house for a short stint in between moving and locations. So I knew that bringing another cat in was going to be difficult, but I made that executive decision to do that. And my mom madly fell in love with him, and he's been a member of the family since. You know, he went from being very malnourished, feeling all the vertebrae in his spine and missing half of the fur on his body, to fluffing up and being this big giant boy now that provides a lot of laughs and, for him, a lot of scares to himself, even though he's perfectly fine. Larry's the kind of boy where I feel like if he was a human, he would look in the mirror and literally go, ah! I joke about that when I do that in videos to myself, but I think he would actually walk into the bathroom first thing in the morning, look at himself in the mirror and go, ah! And run. And I mean that too. I remember the first thunderstorm he had to experience here. Middle of the day, a bright flash of lightning outside and a big bang, and I think he jumped about 6-7 feet up in the air. Poor boy. But over the years, he's calmed down. Sometimes he still gets a little skittish and runs, and that's all right. Can't get mad at him for that. Even though I've tried to tell him over and over he's completely safe in this house. But that's okay. We have a fun time. I'm trying to get some ornaments around these, or some of these around the windows. They stick a lot easier in this icing as compared to the other one that I did. Well, I say that, and then this one falls off immediately. But this is fun. I'm going to get some more. It's hard to do this facing away, but I'm trying to do it so you can see it. And so you know, or so you get an idea of how you want to do your house. Now, like I said, I'm not putting these in any particular order. I'm just trying to get all the colors in here to make it fun and festive. And you know, just because Christmas was a few days ago now, doesn't mean the Christmas fun has to end. I've always hated that about the holidays. It seems like right after Christmas Day passes, it seems like the holidays just shut down. Yeah, we're excited about New Year's, but Christmas just kind of gets forgotten about. And for some people, I understand they can't wait for it to be over with and it's a big ordeal. For me, I love Christmas so much that one of the saddest things to me is the day after Christmas when all the radio stations just shut all the Christmas music off. Even Sirius XM has done it now. Fortunately, I can listen to it on the app. I can listen to Holiday Traditions, which is my favorite station anyway. And I can listen to that on the app year-round, which I've obviously been doing. And I have some Christmas CDs that I've collected over the years, and I'll just put them in the car or listen to them here. So it's still fun. And I try to listen to it for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. And that's not to say I don't listen to other music, I do, but I'll do that as well. Anyway, I like how this house turned out. I think I'm going to call it on this one here, so we can get started on the Hershey Kiss one now. What do you guys think? It's not perfect, but I tried. And we have some cookies. Anyway, now move that off to the side and get ready to start the Hershey Kiss one. I like it. This one is going to be fun. Now, same thing is going to apply. We'll move this out of the way so you can see what we're doing here. Got everything right here in your box, your whole kit, icing and all. We even have some extra Oreos. Now we have another pack of icing. I feel like there's a lot more in this one as compared to the other one. It's probably just my imagination, but I feel like there's a lot more icing in here. And this one, it's funny, they don't even have the whole roof covered in icing like this one was supposed to be. Just weird how that works out. So, all right. I'm just loosening up the icing now by kneading it to soften it up. All right. Okay, we'll just go ahead and put that there. We have another bag of these. Why even open that up when we can still use these ones from this house? We can save this for cupcakes, which I think is what I'll do. Now we have the same pieces here, just like we did with the Oreo house. Gonna go ahead and open these up. Put these right here. Look at this. Got 3 little Hershey Kisses in this bag. That's cute. Break our cookie apart here. Okay. Now for the icing. Just want to, again, just snip just a little corner off. You don't want to snip too big of a opening there, because then you'll have icing going everywhere, and that's no fun. So now, just like in the other one, I'm just going to put a bead right along the edge of the house. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to make this bead a little bit bigger to help it stick more. Oh yeah, that's nice. Again on this one. Okay. Perfect. Put that icing in there. We're going to take our pieces of our house now. Just like in the last one. Stick them together in the icing so it sticks together really well. This is fun. Larry agrees. He's running around with the zoomies because he wants to help. Chasing after his sister. Okay, so we have that now. Let's go ahead and put a bead right along the edge of the rooftop so we can put our roof on. Okay. Funny how for this one they give you so much icing and you're not even really needing all of this. But whatever. I think to make it easier too, the way they showed on here, they have the icing going in those little hooks, they go along the lines here on the roof. So I think before I even put the rooftop on, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do that now, just to make it a little bit easier. See how that works out. No, not too bad. Still got more to go, but not too bad. Yeah, I'd say it's coming out pretty well. Cat's got the zoomies. They must have found some catnip. Don't know where, because I didn't have any out. Not bad. And I put my thumb into it. That's okay. Still looks okay, I guess. Let's get that icing worked up to the front here. There we go. That'll make it easier. I'll go ahead and do this process again. Okay. Kind of looks nice. I'd like to think it does. Now we'll go ahead and put the two pieces of the roof together right on here as such. Delicious. Don't worry, nobody's eating this house but me. And my hands were washed prior to the making of this video. Now with this, I'm just putting the rooftop pieces on here, which are separating. They're separating away. There we go. Love that taste. Okay. Now we will put a bead right along the edge of the roof again. Just like we did on the other one. This way we can decorate it with those little funfetti sprinkles, as you want to call it. As the icing just comes right off. Oh, and the roof is separating again. Why is my roof coming off? Don't fall apart, friend. Want to stay together? Now we're going to have to put a little bit more icing on here. There we go. Maybe that's why they gave you so much, because this one wants to fall apart. I am trying, guys. I really am. I'm doing the door right now. Need my knife. This icing is really runny. It's just dripping everywhere. It is dripping everywhere. It's an icing nightmare. As a matter of fact, I'm using the icing that's on the knife to do this back window. The window looks like it just got into a snowball fight and lost. That's going to be the boarded up window. This is fun, though. This is fun regardless if it's a struggle. I tried. This is the one that didn't do so hot in the wintertime. The abandoned structure one. This icing is going everywhere. I'm wearing it. I'm feeling it. I'm seeing it. I feel like in my dreams tonight, I'm just going to have something come up to me. It's just going to be like a big vat of icing and just like squeeze it. And I'm just going to go and just catch all that icing right in my mouth. I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. Why do you guys watch my videos? Are you getting a good laugh? I'm enjoying this. This is fun. The things that I'm eating from this taste great. I don't feel any like shame or remorse or regret or sadness, even though the roof keeps wanting to come apart on this one. Not sure why. I put a lot of icing on there. Not sure why it wants to fall apart. Struggling. The struggle is real. Anyway, so we have all of these little confetti things going on here, as I call them now. They have all the blue snowflakes on the points of the roof. So we're good to go ahead and do that. That's pretty easy. I can do that. I didn't even do the side windows. I can't. And the roof is coming apart again. My little shack doesn't want to... Well, okay, that's not where I wanted to put you, buddy. Put you there. I don't know how they do it for the picture. I don't know how. I wish it was that easy. I'm not a cake decorator. I know somebody from high school that is, and they do a very good job at it. But as for me, no. Let's get another blue snowflake. I'm out of blue snowflakes. We need some more. There we are. Okay, we'll put a blue snowflake right there. I said we're going to put a snowflake right there, you bum. This house is hurting. It's the little house that couldn't. It tried, but it couldn't. I'm not going to let you down, buddy. We are going to win this war. Get all those sprinkles out. They give you 1,000 sprinkles. They give you enough sprinkles for like 87 of these. 87 and a half. Yeah, this is Pittsburgh. We'll just go with 86 for Heinz Ward. How's that sound? I like it with the blue snowflakes, though. It looks fun. I'm honestly surprised they didn't give me the other candies as well. It's like, yeah, you're getting Hershey Kisses. You're getting enough for that money. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. So now let's see, as my walls are collapsing on this thing. This wall's caving in. Don't know why, buddy. Where are you going? Hang on. All right. They make it look so easy. And maybe it is, and maybe I'm just an idiot. Or maybe the struggle is just that real. Does it look okay? What do you guys think? Is it presentable? It's seen better days. My windows are melting. They don't even have it where the little gingerbread men go anywhere on here, so we're going to put them right up here along the side of the roof. Let's put some gingerbread men up here. It's going to be all gingerbread men. They had a couple of blue snowflakes, so we'll throw those. We'll throw some green Christmas trees in there instead. How's that sound? We'll do this like every couple. This one is hurting. That one was nice. This one's like, no. Just no, not today. It's like Desi from an episode of Bar Rescue. When John Tafford's asking him, do I do this tonight? Or whatnot? And Desi looks at him and says, not tonight. Just that disappointed tone. Not tonight. I love Bar Rescue. It's one of my favorite shows. And trust me, as somebody that's a professional eater, I've been to some places where John Tafford would not approve. I was recently at a restaurant in Ohio. I won't say the name of the place because I don't want them to feel bad if anybody there is watching, but it took me an hour to get a pizza. Wasn't that busy, and I'd seen people that ordered after me get their food before me. A pizza. Now, if they made the dough fresh in home, okay, I can see why that would take some time. But if it was prepared and all they had to do was put the toppings on it, there's no excuse for an hour. It was really good pizza, though. All right. So now we'll go ahead and... do I want to put a little bit around the windows? They have some up above the door. Some of these little sprinkles that I can't seem to pick up. I'm struggling here. Let's go ahead and see if we can do that. Struggling so bad. Come on, buddy. You got this. Maybe not. Let's get another green one on there instead. Not too bad. And now we can just put our ornaments right up on top, because I'm struggling here, so I think we'll end the video right here. Hang in there, buddy. Oh my god, there's so much icing that fell through. Ta-da! Never said I was the greatest artist in the world. I'm an artist when it comes to eating, not decorating or playing with food. But hopefully you enjoy. My one wall is caving in on that one. They both are, but what do you guys think? Not bad. $4 fun here, and we did both houses here, and took a little bit of time, but I think this turned out all right, and these are going to be very yummy when I go to snack on these later. I want to thank you for joining me in this video and hanging out with me all this time, just like we did with the cookie house that we did for Chips Ahoy the other day on Christmas Day. This was fun, middle of the week like this, and, well, I'm just sad that Christmas is coming to an end, but I'm still going to try and put Christmas videos up while I can. While it's getting harder to do at this point, I'm going to try and do a couple of fun ones like this. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and stay awesome. If you happen to go out to Five Below and they still have any of these, they might be $2 now, because I think they were $4. So $2 should get you that, and you can watch this video and make your own little houses like this. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and stay awesome. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.